Hey guys, it is 8:01 in the morning. I actually just filmed this intro, but it wasn't until after I finished filming that I realized my mom's white noise maker had spontaneously turned itself back on, and that was really annoying in the background of the video, and I didn't want to submit you to that torture. So we're refilming. But it's 8:01, and I've just finished turning on the desktop and opening up Google Docs and all of that. It has been a relatively slow morning for progress, as they have been since my last anxiety attack. However, I have made much more progress in MOH than I have since said anxiety attack. This morning I have written, my phone is plugged in over here, so that's just 1,369 words on MOH. That is the only book I have worked on this morning, so that is also how many words I have written so far today. I need about 400-ish more words to meet the 1,700, 1,800-ish goal that is set out daily. I would like to get over that goal, so that way I don't have to write as much every single day past that. But the required goal to get 50,000 by the end of the month has just slowly been ticking up because I keep missing the mark on how many words I write each day on this book. Romance books are not good to write after an anxiety attack. It just doesn't work for me. I imagine that romance was your main genre and it was something that you loved doing and you were super used to it, that it would probably help. Like Bo helps me through anxiety attacks and whatnot because I'm incredibly used to that series. It's one of my favorite ones to write. But romance doesn't help quite as much, and it's just not a good thing to write in that frame of mind. But since I'm feeling mildly better this week so far, anyway, I know it's just Monday, but I think that's helped move things along. And I was also playing Uncharted in between writing this morning, which kept things balanced. It kept my mind focused on other things, and I think that really helped push out words and move the book along without anything feeling forced or anything dragging, and I didn't feel like I was torturing myself with it. So I plan, this is my game plan anyway, meet the goal on MOH, potentially get over it, but I'm just going to worry about meeting it right off. And then I'm probably going to take a shower, and then when I come back, if I'm not tired yet, I'm going to edit the Baker series, book 6 first, meet the goal there, and then move on to Ashes in the Light, and then move on to The Spectator. I think I only have to write like 700 to 800 words there. I have not checked yet, but once I hit that, I will probably move back to MOH and see if I can come back around and get any more words in, because I still want to hit 50,000 on this one before the end of the month. That is still the game plan, unless something incredibly drastic happens throughout the month. And the game plan is still to finish The Spectator before the end of the month as well. Same thing, unless something super drastic happens. And since my dog is not going on walks with me in the cold to knock me over and skin up my legs and hands, nothing drastic is probably going to happen unless it's anxiety related. So that's something. I also have another work in progress video to edit today that needs to be started uploading, but I won't do that until probably after my shower. But either way, I'm going to get into MOH, and once I accomplish something else on that, I will update you guys before my shower. And then once I get into editing and all of that fun jazz, I will also update you on that. Alrighty, it is 11:25 in the morning, and I edited 2 chapters of Ashes in the Light, which ended up being 2,941 words. There we go. The only other thing that I've done since editing the chapters of Baker, I've gone through and all of the chapters that I've edited so far on Ashes in the Light, I've added to Google Docs' document outline function, which just makes it easier because you can just click on them and find the chapter instead of having to Control F, type it in, and wait, which isn't a huge deal on the computer, but when I'm on the app version, it takes forever to type in like June 29th to get to the next chapter. So that just, if I can flip it around, just looks like that on the side, and then you can have it open or close it or whatever. Uh-oh. But that's the only other thing I've done. So in the moment, I'm about half an hour away from forcing myself to go to sleep, but I do have a full thing of tea over here. So I'm going to drink that first and go from there. I'm going to load up Spectator and see if I can't get a few words in on it in the next half hour, but otherwise my main goal right now is just to drink my tea and then go to sleep for a few hours, because if my alarm goes off, I should be up at 4 to do dishes and bird chores, but you know, we'll see. But I am going to load up Spectator, see what happens, go from there, and if I accomplish any words, I will update you guys one more time on that before I go to sleep. If I do not accomplish any words, I will update you sometime after I wake up. Alrighty, 12:34 p.m. I ate lunch, so I stayed up another half hour longer than I thought I would. But so far on the Spectator, I've gotten 643 words down out of the 864 word goal. So I'm getting there. And then I have met the goal for today for the actual written count in January. But I'm going to do my best to write more than that. So I am going to go brush my teeth and get a couple hours of sleep. I'll be up, if my alarm goes off, by 4. And then I'll do dishes, bird chores, come back, work on the Spectator, hopefully meet the 800 word goal. And then at some point before I move back to MOH, I would like to edit the other work in progress video from Friday through Sunday, as well as finally write a blog post for 2018, looking back, whatever, because I haven't done that yet, and it's officially the 7th day of the new year, so it's something that I need to do at some point. But that's the game plan, and then I'll update you guys once I wake up and have written something in the Spectator. Alrighty, it is 8:17 p.m. Progress has been very, very slow since I woke up, but I have been awake since 4:30-ish, give or take. But I did manage to write another 372 words in the Spectator, which brings my total for the book to 19,416, and it brings my total for the day on that book to 1,015 words. Should I show that to you? There we go. So, I'm going to switch back to MOH, I think, and in between that I'm going to work on one of my sketches for book merch for Ashes in the Light, and then once I accomplish something else in MOH or the sketch, I will update you. Hey guys, so I'll apologize in advance. I'm out in the living room. It's 10:27 in the morning and the birds are oddly quiet at the moment, but normally when I start talking that doesn't last for long. It's been relatively slow today. My right wrist is killing me and my knuckles have been hurting most of the morning so far. So I didn't actually start writing until sometime after 5, if not closer to 6:30 actually, now that I think about it. But I've only been working on the Spectator so far. I have decided that out of the 2 goals in writing, not editing, just writing, that I want to meet this month, finishing the Spectator is more important to me than hitting 50,000 in MOH. But I have hit 20,465 words in the Spectator, and let me add that one. 290 and 290 here. So that is 1,049 words altogether on the Spectator so far today. But I have been playing Uncharted in between writing. It keeps my brain balanced, so on and so forth. But I'm just going to be writing and gaming, and then eventually I'll move back to my mom's room, do some editing on Baker, meet the goal there, do some editing on Ashes in the Light, meet the goal there, and then either come back to the Spectator or move on to MOH. I don't want to abandon MOH. I just think that meeting the goal on the Spectator every day first is more important than meeting the goal on MOH every day first. But I'm going to get back to writing, and then I will update you guys either when I have another writing update or another editing update, or so on and so forth. But I'll see you soon. It is 3:08 p.m. and I just finished doing some editing on Ashes in the Light. I have met the goal in that today. That was 4 chapters edited for this one. I'm going to finish up my coffee, which there's a surprising amount left of at the moment. And then I'm going to go to sleep until maybe about 4:45-ish. But at that point, once I wake up, I'm going to do bird chores, wash dishes, and then move over to MOH, see if I can make any progress there. And then we will move either back to some editing or back to the Spectator, kind of depends. And if I don't really feel up to any of them, I will work on book merch sketches for Ashes in the Light. I would like to have that book out in March. So having the majority of the book merch done by that time is desirable. So that is my game plan. I'm going to see if I can accomplish anything before I go to sleep. Very doubtful. Pretty much just going to drink my coffee. But I will see you guys again sometime after I wake up with a progress update. Alrighty, it is 11:56 p.m. I've just finished working on MOH for the evening. I added these two, and if not, one of these since the last time I updated you. But I hit 3,122 words on this one today. Almost all the way caught up to where I'm supposed to be, but you know, it's very nice progress compared to what I've been doing, and that's a very good thing. But altogether for today, I wrote just over 5,000 words, so I feel like I actually definitely accomplished something today. I feel like I'm kind of sort of back on track. I don't expect that to happen tomorrow, but it's nice for right now. I got some nice editing progress done too, and then I made some nice progress in the Spectator, which you know. But right now, I think I'm going to take an hour-long nap. I am not tired yet, but since it is cold outside, it is cold in here, so my knuckles were hurting a little more than they were earlier, so I'm going to snuggle up with a heating pad on my hands and take a nap. I only slept like an hour and a half earlier today, so I'm going to get in an hour of sleep now, take naps periodically if I need to. That's kind of what I did yesterday too, or technically this morning, I suppose. But that is the game plan. When I wake up, I will move on back to the Spectator and start over there. But either way, that's all I have for Tuesday. So I'll see you guys on Wednesday.